What level of hard evidence, e.g. statistics, will be required for the essay, or is the focus more on theoretical concepts? The short answer is there really isn't an expectation of hard evidence as you would define it. The focus of the class is understanding general theoretical concepts about how the international relations field defines current challenges and interactions between states and the institutions that the states and non-state actors have created. I use a lot of tables and figures at an aggregate level to try to explain both variation across different countries, how we measure states in a whole bunch of different areas, whether it's economic development, military capacity, or other life expectancy, human rights observation. There's a bunch of really commonly used measures and yardsticks for how we look at the relative capacity of different states, and I'm trying to introduce you to those sources of information, as well as provide a snapshot on how things have changed over time. So while the lectures and the reading might go into common sources of evidence, the expectation for the response paper is less about hard facts about an ongoing conflict than about your specific role in the Syrian simulation, how that state's experience and the difficulties of that, whatever role you're playing, interacted with other states in the simulation or in the world over the last 6 or 7 years, and how that ties into the general theoretical concepts that we've covered in the class. So if you want to look at Syria's economic output before and after the conflict because you want to focus on an economic argument, then that would be fine, and we can point you towards sources of information that might be useful for you to do that. But there isn't any expectation that that's necessary in order to do well. I think the goal for the response paper is to show that you clearly understand the concepts that we covered in the class, that you engaged actively in researching your role and how that actor interacted with others in the Syrian conflict up till now and what might happen in the future, and how you saw the conflict tie into the theories in the lectures and in the reading, because these kinds of generalized approaches to understanding state behavior can be quite nebulous and hard to kind of tie into real world experiences. And so what I'm interested in having you try to do in the response paper is to outline the fact you understand the material and that you tie in general theories to a specific case, and then hopefully those skills will prove useful in your later classes to be able to go out and apply general theories of international relations towards a case of your choosing going forward. So hopefully it'll be a useful exercise, and the kind of evidence that I include in lectures and then reading are useful for you to be able to be familiar with, but is not a prerequisite for doing well in the response paper. Thanks for the question.